All right, I'm back. I don't know. That's some at running in the background. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? Anyway, man, we got to come back to this movie right here. We got to come back to this movie. Fall, man, they need to make more movies like these. Because, man, this was the best. Uh, Give me 1 minute. Let me adjust. This was the best female movie I have seen, and I don't know when. You know what I'm saying? Probably this is well, I can't compare it to Set It Off, but it was pretty fucking good. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of shit that was just fucking right. You know, they did a lot of right shit. Now, before I get into this, man, I'm going to give spoilers, so I'm just letting you know that if you want to see it, cut the live off. You know, but it was a good movie. So let's get into the title, what they're saying it's about. You can even watch it for free on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So it says, best friends, Becky and Hunter. Life is all about conquering fears and pushing limits. However, after they climb 2,000 feet to the top of a remote abandoned radio tower, they find themselves stranded with no way down. Now, their expert climbing skills are put to the ultimate test as they desperately fight to survive the elements and a lack of supplies. And Vertigo introducing heights, you know? So I was like, all right, cool, man. You know, people were saying this was good. I'm like, man, let's figure out what this shit is about. As far as realism, I give realism about let's see, realism. I'm going to give it about a 7 out of 10. It was pretty realistic, but unfortunately, one part that got me was they're white. You know what I'm saying? And they're on top of this radio tower. They're supposedly up there for maybe 4 days. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, for you to be on the radio tower for 4 days, uh, like at the end of the day, you white. Like I think they was in Arizona. So Arizona's hot as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what month they was in Arizona, but they was in Arizona, man. They was in the sun for supposedly 4 days, right? Do you see that sun? Do you see that sun? That sun would have cooked they ass, all right? They would have been done. They would have been done. One day up there, they would have been done. You know what I'm saying? Just climbing this motherfucker, I think it took 6 hours or some shit. No, they was up there for 5 hours, the first part. Just 5 hours up there, they would have been cooked, dog. There's no shade. That metal would have cooked their ass. They would have been on a grill right there. You see that little platform? That would have been their grill. You know what I'm saying? They would have been done. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think anybody would have been done, to be honest. But that metal pole right there, that shit would have been baking. That would have been over 100 degrees of hot metal. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably more than that. Right now, you know, it's 100 degrees today. So in Arizona, it's even drier heat. No clouds, nothing. They would have been done. They would have been cooked. They would have been frying up there like bacon. They was up there supposedly 4 days in the sun. Come on. White people, they spend a couple hours on the beach. They are fried. You know what I'm saying? No sunscreen, nothing. And they way up in the sky. They would have been done. They'd have been done. That to me, the realism of how long they stayed up there was just that's what brought it down a few notches because they would have never survived that shit. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I guess they didn't want to have. I guess they want to have them red and peeling and skin peeling off and shit. I guess they ain't want that for the movie, but you know, I think until the third day, that's when they started to show signs of wear. But I'm like, man, come on. You was in the sun for 4 days. The first day, he would have been like they went in the afternoon time, so I give him that. But the second day, they would have been red as lobsters. They would have been out of here. You know what I'm saying? Man, trust. I'm black, man. You know what I'm saying? Even me, I would have dried out so fucking fast. If plus it's windy up top of there too, your lips would have fell off. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I ain't mean to make this to a roast, but man, my lips would have fell off. I ain't bullshitting. So that realism right there, the survivability rate, man, that should have been slim to none. You know what I'm saying? The heat would just killed you alone. You'd have been dehydrated. Your skin would have started peeling. Your lips would have fell off. You wouldn't even be able to talk because your lips would have just. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about when you don't have no chapstick and your lips get dry, and then you go to smile or something, you go move your lips, and your lips crack and start bleeding. That would have happened. That would have happened the second day. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as realism, that would have been out. They shouldn't have had lips at the end of the movie. But and then all right, so let's just get to the plot. I ain't gonna talk about survivability great. Let's get into the meat of the goddamn plot. All right, I just want to talk about that survival shit. Yeah, they should have just named. They gave this little cute little title. You know what I'm saying? Conquering fears and shit. Nah, man, this movie was about a disobedient ass bitch, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it all the way 100. She was disobedient to her father, right? She kept ignoring her father throughout the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? Her boyfriend ended up falling. He died or whatever. She was grieving for a whole year. Or her husband, I'm sorry, her husband. I'm going to give him credit. But her husband was cheating on her with her best friend. You know what I'm saying? And, excuse me. I knew he wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when she said, I love you. And she was like, are you going to say I love you back? And he just started doing Morse code, like, yeah, I love you. He never said I love you back to the bitch. Right then and there, I didn't even have to go into the whole movie to know that her husband wasn't shit. I knew he wasn't shit. I was like, damn, he ain't gonna say I love you back? On Pimpin', I already knew. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? My instincts kicked in. As a square, she should have knew. How you married and your husband don't even say I love you? I already knew he wasn't shit. The father knew he wasn't shit. Hey, listen, her best friend knew he wasn't shit. But she still loved him anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? The husband was trying to tell his daughter, but she was being disobedient, hard-headed. She didn't want to listen. She ignored his phone calls. And this is why she got stuck on the tower. You know what I'm saying? That's why her ass is up there. Second part, her best friend. Her best friend ended up fucking her husband, didn't tell her, and basically, realistically, didn't even give a shit about her best friend. Now listen, I'm just saying what it is. I didn't make the movie. So anybody get mad at me because of the way I'm talking, oh well, I ain't made the movie. I'm just stating the obvious. Her best friend supposedly don't even give a fuck about her. You know what I'm saying? She basically, when her husband died, she basically was gone for a whole year. She comes back out of nowhere. And it's like, hey, I started vlogging and shit. You know what I'm saying? All this other shit. To me, I think she was just starting. You know what I'm saying? For views and likes. But she basically came back out of nowhere because she said she wasn't there for it. She basically came back a year later and was like, listen, we gotta go climb this tower, right? Why did she want to climb the tower? because she just wanted likes and views. She took her on this tower for likes and views. Watch the movie. I ain't bullshitting. You'll peep gang. She ain't give a fuck about her. Her friend was like, listen, let's go back down. I'm not trying to do this. Let's go home. Let's get out of here. Her friend was like, no, come on. Let's keep going. Keep going. Stop. Come on. Let's go. She was pressuring her to climb this motherfucking tower. Man, listen. Listen. The best female movie of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is crazy. But this is just real life. The reality of social interaction with each other was 100% on point. You know, because I know it's a lot of bitches that do this type shit. Y'all ignore the strong men in y'all life just to be with y'all airheaded ass friends and shit that get you on adventures that you can't get out of. Now you gotta suffer through the goddamn consequences of listening to somebody that has no idea or direction of what the fuck they doing in life. This was real. I could just see two bitches just on the tower, just struggling. Hey, you know what? They got the title all fucked up. They got the story all fucked. The title should have been "This Is Life." The tower is life, and this is how two bitches try to climb life. That's what it is. And what did they do? Hey, hey man, listen, I'm not even trying to be dick riding on nobody, but man, every real red pill ass motherfucker need to support this movie, man, in a real way. So she just following her friend that's just doing this for views and likes. So they get to the top. They ignoring they ain't check no wires, they ain't check no bolts or nothing. So they get to the top, and now she's hanging off. She's hanging off this little lip right here. She's hanging off, and she takes the drone out. She's taking pictures, right? And then she tells her best friend that watched her husband fall. She's like, hey, bitch, you need to hang off too. She's like, what? Yeah, hang off the top of this ledge like she was doing in this photo right here. She's like, hang off the top of the ledge. And she like, hell no, I'm not hanging off the top of no damn ledge. You crazy? She was like, listen, do you want to kick fear in the nuts? Man, that got me right there. So you already know. She said, do you want to kick fear in the nuts? What has nuts? Men, right? Men have nuts. Basically saying, do you want to kick men in the nuts? You know what I'm saying? I understand the metaphors and similes around this motherfucker. So she basically saying, do you want to kick the man in the balls? Show the man that you're strong and you can kick him in the nuts, hang off this ledge. You know what I'm saying? Using this this strong woman shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's conquering something. Nah, bitch, you wasn't even supposed to be up there. You know what I'm saying? But you're using this feminist attitude to get this bitch to hang off a goddamn ledge. So she ended up doing it. You know what I'm saying? So moving forward, man, then the blonde haired girl is just coming up with all these blonde hair moments. You know what I'm saying? She wants to grab the drone, grab the backpack, and then she comes to a realization in the movie. You can see it in her face that I think it was day one. They should have put the days on here. Day one, where she knew she fucked up. You know what I'm saying? When they end up taking her phone and throwing it off the tower, and nobody came for the 5 hour mark, she knew she fucked up. She was like, damn, you know what? I done fucked up. Damn. She knew nobody was coming. They fucked up. Hey, and then, hey, man. It was just so real. They called for these dudes to come. The dudes seen them. They seen them on top of the tower. But you know what they did? They stole their car. They was like, oh, shit, they up there? Oh, yeah, man, we finna hit this lick. They stole her. They stole her truck. They said, "Oh man, some bitches in trouble. Man, fuck that. We ain't saving them bitches, man. We gonna steal their truck." Classic. Classic. We need, if you have a daughter, man, make sure she watches the movie, man. Make sure she watch my live, or at least understand or tell her what's really this is about. The Tower is life. And this is what happened when you listen to somebody that has no idea what the fuck they're doing, and they have you on the tower just like this, all fucked up. The Tower is a representation of you following somebody that has no direction of where the fuck they going and no idea what they doing in life. And they have your ass just like this, stranded and fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta rely on other people, and you don't know what their intentions are. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, listen, but boom. They tried to get in contact with these guys on the ground. They seen they was up there. They said, fuck this, man. We're gonna take this truck though. And they left him up there. They left him up there for about 2-3 more days. They ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, that's another thing, man. Hunger would have set in. They would have had basically no strength to... She ended up... what the fuck did she end up doing? No, matter of fact, she never got down. She ended up climbing this right there where they abandoned his leg, and I ain't gonna get into all that, but it's already something about survivability. But let's go back to the plot. I ain't gonna get too deep into the survival rate of this. But then she got the drone. To me, that the drone part was fake as hell. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm gonna leave that to you if you wanna watch it. But to me, that was just fake as hell. That shit would have never worked. Yeah, man. So she was stuck up there. Hey, man, shout out to the phone. Her phone was the VIP, man. I don't know if she had a Nokia or Boost Mobile, but that phone lasted 3 to 4 days without being on a charger. Man, that shit was the VIP. She should have died, realistically, but that was the VIP of the motherfucking movie, man, because for her battery to last that long, listen, my phone was on 75. I took it off the charger. I started this live. It's on 47 right now. Man, her phone was the VIP. She must have had another battery pack on her, because I don't know how her phone even lasted that long. And she was on it, too. She used a flashlight. She was looking at videos and pictures. She was making videos. Man, her phone, I think it was day 4, her phone had half a battery. I'm like, how you up there for 4 days and you got half a battery? What the hell? I said, man, listen, her phone is the truth. You know? But man, she shouldn't even made it. But hey, man, watch this movie, man. Understand the meaning of the movie. Oh, then the end of the movie, guess who came to save her? Of all the people, guess who came to save her? Her motherfucking dad. A motherfucking man had to come save her ass at the end of the day. The knight in shining armor. Her best friend fucked her husband. The husband was dead, but still. All the people you trying to lay her trust into, these random strangers, they don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? Her dad came to save her at the end of the day. The person she kept ignoring the whole time. And listen, it was only a year in the movie. You know what I'm saying? That went by. But obviously, because even she married the dude, obviously she was ignoring her dad longer than that. Telling her dad to fuck off and all this other shit. Just being disrespectful, disobedient, hard-headed. Man, this movie was on point. And who she end up having to call? Her dad. The person she gave shit to the most end up having to be the one who saved her ass. If it wasn't for him, she would have died. She should have died. Realistically. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, it is what it is, man. Trust. Support this movie, man, because this shit was realistic as far as the social terms on this, man. What you would do in a social situation like this. That shit was on point. It was on point. But we need to get realistic on what it meant. We know what it meant. Ain't had shit to do with conquering fear and all that shit. Hell no. This shit was about being a disobedient ass motherfucking bitch. You know what I'm saying? A disrespectful ass child. This is what this is about. She's not a child, but you know, as far as the father's concerned. But hey, man, that's it for this, man. Chill.